This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so now, so today actually we discuss there is a two important topic. One is a magnetic circuit, and according to the magnetic circuits, what are the terminology in the magnetic circuit? So this is the two very important agenda for this today lecture. Okay, so you have already learned some electrical circuit. In electrical circuit, you are aware about the active network, active elements and passive elements. And you also learn what is the KVL equations and KCL equations and how to convert the any electrical network into a graph. And you have also learned how many types of graph, like oriented graph, unoriented graph, and you also learn what is the cut set matrix, tie set matrix. So these all the topics I discussed in the previous lecture. But now today we are discuss the magnetic circuits. So what is the application of magnetic circuit? This is the one point. And after that, in magnetic circuit, if a magnetic circuit is available, then how can check the performance parameters of the magnetic circuits? So what is the parameters of the magnetic circuit? In electrical network, you know, if suppose that I draw some any network like this is a resistor, and here suppose that this is a inductor. In that way, I connect the capacitor also. So this is the resistor, and this is the inductor, and this is the capacitor, and here some voltage source is available. Okay, suppose that this is the active element, and all the resistor, inductor, and capacitor is the passive element. Okay, so in the electrical networks, what are the parameters? One is the voltage source, another is the resistor, inductor, capacitor, and now it is a very clear here. If you apply some energy, like energy or some energy source in the electrical network, so that means the current is available in your network. This is the current I. So that means these are the general structure for all the types of electrical network. In electrical networks, you have some energy source like AC supply or DC supply, and some resistor, inductor, or capacitor. So this is the general structure of an electrical network. So now here, this is a very interesting topic for today. What is the magnetic circuits? It is something different. It is not like electrical networks. You have taken some series connection or parallel connection, and you connect some voltage source, some active or passive element. But magnetic circuit is totally different. Here, the terminology is different. We are not using the voltage, not using the resistor, inductor, and capacitor. Here, all the elements is something different. So we learn this circuit, and also that is the very broad application or wide application of the magnetic circuit is like a transformer. You know, in the electricity, if you in electricity that is come in your home, but that is not a very simple task, because here one transformer is required. So the transformer is the example of the magnetic circuits. So if you study the transformer, the inside circuit is the magnetic circuits. So what is the transformer? Actually, the high voltage supply is available on the transmission line, but the transformer is actually convert the voltage to a low voltage. That's why in your home. So this is a very good example. Okay, so this is a good example of the electromagnetic circuit is like a transformer. So transformer means the high voltage supply is available on the transmission line, and that high voltage uh, is connected to the transformer, and that transformer may be two type, step up or step down, and then your voltage, output voltage may be low or high. That is only possible by the magnetic circuits. So we do not spend more time here. We study the magnetic circuits. What is the general structure of the magnetic circuits, and what are the parameters are available in the magnetic circuits? So that is our agenda for today lecture. Already you learn the electrical networks and what are the parameters in the electrical networks. You already learned all these things, but now we are moving to the magnetic circuits. In magnetic circuits, what are the parameters are available? First we learn the parameters, and then we have to convert the electrical network into a magnetic network. It is also possible. Okay, so that is a very important discussion for today. Later. Okay, so now we move to the okay. Before starting the magnetic circuits, you are not aware what is a magnetic circuits and what is the architecture of the magnetic circuits. So now we go for the basic levels, because you are aware about the electrical networks. In electrical networks, you know some voltage source, energy supply, and some resistor, inductor, or capacitor. But magnetic circuit, you are not aware in magnetic circuits of what are the structure or architecture of the magnetic circuits. So now we go for the architecture point of view. So just you see here in this diagram. Okay, so here there is a two diagram. So okay, suppose that this is the one diagram. Okay, so this is the diagram of magnetic circuit and electrical circuits. So now actually what I am doing, I correlate the parameters. You are aware about the current, you are aware about the resistor, and you are also know the what is the voltage or electromotive force. So now here, okay, so now we correlate these parameters. Okay. A minute. So here actually, this is the one circuit. This is this is actually a magnetic circuit, and this in on the right side, this is a electrical network. So now here the similarity, actually I have to maintain some similarity between electrical network and the magnetic network. So if you understand the similarity in between two circuits on magnetic and electrical circuit, then you have to understand all the parameters of the magnetic circuit. So that is our agenda for discuss this slide. So just you aware about this circuit. This is the current, and this is the resistor, and this is the voltage. So now here in the electrical network, there is a voltage source. Okay, so that voltage source is known as a electromotive force. And similarly, that same parameters, that voltage in the magnetic circuit is represented by the magnetomotive force. Okay, so the role of the voltage, is only in electrical network, but in magnetic network, the role of voltage is played by the magnetomotive force. So that parameter and this parameter both are same, but here the notation or terminology is different. Here you are naming the name that is electromotive force in electrical circuit, but in magnetic circuit you are call this parameter as a magnetomotive force. Okay, similarly, here there is a current available. If you apply some voltage, the current is flow in your network. But here in the magnetic circuits, the flux, the current role is played by the flux. So here current is not available, only flux is available. So the current is like a flux in the magnetic circuit. So that is a similarity. Actually, you are finding out the similarity in the electrical network. There is voltage source, electromotive force, but in magnetic circuit there is a magnetomotive force. Same name, but name is different, but behavior of these parameter is same. Similarly, in the electrical network, there is a current is available. So current role is played by the flux in the magnetic circuit. And now in the electrical network, there is a resistance. What is the resistance? Resistance means oppose the flow of current. Whatever the current in your circuit, it oppose the flow of current. So, but in magnetic circuit, the resistance role is played by the reluctance. The resistance role is played by the reactance. Here no resistance, but the resistance role is played by the reluctance. So here the resistance formula is rho L by A, and here the reactance formula is L divided by mu A. So this is a small like a similarity. Here current is available, but here in the magnetic circuit the flux is available. And in the electrical network there is a conductivity, but here the conductivity rule is played by the permeability. So that is a similarity in between these two circuits. Okay, so that means some parameters of the electrical network. Okay, so that is a similarity between electrical and the magnetic circuits. So I think you just in your mind a small picture is developed. The electrical network and magnetic network. Here the current is available, but here the current role is played by the flux. And in the electrical network, the resistance is available, but here the resistance role is played by the reluctance. So now you have just a small you have something aware about the magnetic circuit. It is like electrical circuits. It is like an electrical circuit, but there is a small difference in terms of parameters only. So our objective is only you understand all the parameters, because here some new parameters are developed in the magnetic circuits. You have already learned here, one is the flux and one is the reluctance and one is the magnetomotive force and permeability. These are the new parameters are developed in the magnetic circuits. So our objective is we have to understand all these magnetic parameters, and then you have to capable to draw the magnetic circuits. Suppose that I give an electrical circuit, then you are capable to convert the electrical circuit into magnetic circuits based on the new parameters. So that's why our agenda for today lecture is all the discussion of the parameters. What are the parameters are involved in the magnetic circuits? We have to understand all these parameters. Then you have to design some any magnetic circuits. So magnetic circuits play a very important role in all type of electrical circuits. So this is a very good example of transformer. So transformer means all the electrical energy are converted into magnetic energy, and then magnetic energy is again converted into electrical energy, and that electrical energy, that electrical power is available in your home, because here voltage step up or step down is required. So that means we required a magnetic circuit. This is the circuit. They are capable to convert the voltage into higher or something lower based on your requirement. So that is the example of transformer. Okay, so the transformer is actually an example of magnetic circuits. So now we move to the okay. Uh, Now we move to some very fundamental circuits we study first, and then we have to discuss all the terminology of the magnetic circuit. So what is the architecture of a magnetic circuit? It is a very simple. It is very simple here. Okay, suppose that uh, in this side, this is the magnetic circuit. So here, two winding is that. This is the outer side, okay, and this is the inner side. So suppose that uh, these two this two boundary is known as is a coil, is something a core. It is like a core material. Okay, so the materials is a magnetic materials. That is not our agenda. What is the magnetic material types? Our agenda is how to our agenda is how to design the magnetic circuits. So two core is available, one core is outside and one core is inside. So what you are doing, actually you apply the wire. Okay, this is the round type, because here the two winding is available. Then you put the wire like a round in this shape. This is a round type. And here, if you apply some voltage, so if automatically your current is developed in your magnetic circuits, and same way, okay, if a current is available in the circuit, then of course there is very interesting feature here. There is an interesting feature is flux is generated in the circuit. How the flux is generated? Flux is generated by the current. If a current is available, automatically in the magnetic circuit, your flux is available in the circuit. So now you are aware about something magnetic circuits. If you apply some voltage, then automatically a flux is denoted by phi. So the flux is generated in the magnetic circuits. So that is like a current. Already I discussed the flux is like a current. You know the current is available in the electrical circuit, but here the flux is available in the replace of current. So now this is the very simple structure of the magnetic circuit. This is a very simple structure. So now my objective is how to convert this magnetic circuit into an electrical representation. So it is very simple. Just you draw the resistor, one resistor and one supply. Okay. The supply may be your not V voltage, because here the magnetomotive force is available. So that is F. So if a magnetomotive force is available, of course, in my magnetic circuit, the flux is generated. And the flux is available. and this resistance is denoted by reluctance. Already I discussed in the magnetic circuit, the resistance role is played by the reluctance. So reluctance means it opposes the flow of flux. But in the magnetic circuit, this is a magnetic circuit. So now this resistance is opposed the current. But here this is reluctance oppose the flux. That is magnetic circuit. This is a magnetic circuit, and this is electric circuit. So this is the actual representation of a magnetic circuit. So, so you draw anything. You consider this circuit. This is a magnetic circuit. This is also a magnetic circuit. But here you represent in the electrical way, like in electrical circuits, like only series or something parallel connection. So I connected a series reluctance like this. So that is the basic understanding here. Something you are aware about the magnetic circuits. So here the flux is very important role. The flux is generated by the magnetomotive force. The magnetomotive force is like a your energy source. Your energy source is like this battery in the electrical network. This is a battery. This is a energy source. Without energy source, you are not operate the circuit like electrical network. In electrical network, energy source is required to flow the current in your circuits. Similarly, here in magnetic circuits, you required a magnetomotive force to flow the flux. So the behavior is same. If you see here in these two circuits, this circuit and this circuit, the behavior is same. Here the electrical means something supply is required, some energy source. So here also some source is required. Without source, your flux is not generated in your circuit. So the flux and current, the flux is available in your your electrical network, but here in the electrical network, this is the current in the electrical network, but in magnetic circuit, the flux is available. Just to correlate, the electrical circuit and magnetic circuits, then you have to clear picture of the magnetic circuit. So I just given the representation of this. Uh, okay, so that is a very basic features. Okay, so now we move to the one more interesting point. Okay, so already I discussed what is the magnetic circuits. This is the general diagram. Okay, so this is a general diagram.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so now here one thing. Here number of turns. You connect the number of turns in the coil, and accordingly your flux availability. So we discussed the flux direction after some time, how to decide the direction based on some rules. Actually, some rule is there, 7 rules. We discuss later, but now here in this stage, you understand first if you have a number of turns, turns in the core materials, then automatically the flux is available in your circuit. That behavior or is materials, actually the magnetic material is there. What is the magnetic materials? There is a two pole, one is a north pole and one is a south pole. Okay, so this is the north pole and this is the south pole. So where is my magnetic lines? So here you see the magnetic lines is always generated from the north side. So here this magnetic lines is generated here and goes here and come here in the south. The direction is from north to south. Okay. Similarly, here also, this is the outside boundary. In all the magnetic materials, there is two poles. One is the north and the is the south. So the magnetic lines are flow from north pole to south pole. The direction is going from north to south. Similarly, in this direction, the magnetic lines is also from north to south. This is the direction. But inside the magnetic material, because this is the magnetic materials. So inside the magnetic materials, the magnetic lines are flow from south to north pole. So here you see this direction is going from south to north. So please remember this concept. In outside, the magnetic lines are going from north to south, but in the magnetic materials, inside the magnetic materials, the magnetic lines are moving from south to north. So I think you're aware about this. This is a very uh, basic thing you have to learn in your 12th class. Already you learned. Okay. So now we go for the terminology. Already I discussed in the starting. If you have to draw some magnetic circuits, that means some new parameters are available in the magnetic circuit. So, and the last there is magnetic flux density that is denoted by capital V. So now we go for the individual study of all these parameters. Then you have to analyze our magnetic circuits in terms of performance. So our requirement is a good performance. So the performance is good if these all parameters are good. Okay, like MMF, your H, your B, your reluctance. If these parameters are good, your magnetic circuits is performance is good. That's why we have to discuss these all parameters. Uh, uh, then you have to go for the performance wise. My magnetic circuit performance is good or bad. Okay. So here just we discuss what is a magnetomotive force, what is MMF. So in electrical network, the MMF role is played by the energy supply like voltage source. But here the voltage source role is played by MMF. So what is MMF? Suppose that here this is a magnetic circuit, this is a magnetic circuit. So here if you apply some current, because here if the current is low, then of course your flux is generated inside the core. Please remember this point. Your flux is available in your in between core. Actually the flux is generated in between core. This is one core outside and this is another core inside. So in these two core, actually in the outer core and the inner core, automatically your flux is available. So how to decide our MMF in terms of mathematics? So this is a very general formula. The MMF is defined by, the formula is how many number of turns, in this layer. Actually, you have connected so many turns. So suppose that my turn is my number of turn is capital N. Okay, so suppose the number of turn is capital N. And what is the current? There is some value in your circuit, maybe 1 ampere or 2 ampere. So MMF is defined by this formula, N into I. So first you calculate how many turns in your magnetic circuits and what is the current. Then you multiply these two terms, N multiply N. That is known as MMF, magnetomotive force. Oh, so it is easy, not very tough. If sometime numerical has come in the magnetic circuit, the number of turn is 100 and the current is 2. So what is MMF? You use this formula and multiply I 100 multiply 2. So the answer is 200. Okay, so I think this formula is useful for you. Now the second term is the magnetic flux field intensity. The magnetic field intensity is denoted by capital H. So, but the magnetic field intensity is related to the MMF. The formula is MMF divided by L. MMF divided by L. So what is the L? L is the length of the magnetic circuit. What is the length of the magnetic circuit? So this is a round shape. This is a shape is like a round. You calculate the number of length of the magnetic circuit. Then you divide MMF divided by capital L. So what is MMF? MMF you have already calculated. What is MMF? N multiply I, number of turns multiply current divided by L. This is known as the magnetic field intensity. Okay, so this is known as magnetic field intensity. So now we are more interested on the units. What is the unit of this magnetic field intensity? So you use this formula. This formula is very helpful to solve the unit. What is the unit of this magnetic field intensity? So I is the ampere. I is the current. So this is the ampere, and N is the number of turns. So this unit is turns, and L is the length. So what is the unit? Ampere length divided by turn. So this is the actually this. So this is the magnetic field intensity. So now we go for some other parameters. I think you understand MMF. MMF is the number of turns multiplied current, and magnetic field intensity is MMF divided by length. L is the length of the magnetic circuit. So these two formulas is very important for you to solve some problems in the exam. So please remember this two formula. MMF is Ni and magnetic field intensity H is equal to MMF divided by L. Okay, so now we go for study some another parameters. So the another parameter is like a reluctance. What is a reluctance? Okay, so in the magnetic circuit, the parameter is reluctance. But same reluctance role is play in the electric circuit also, but it is the resistance. So here it is what is the resistance? Oppose the flow of current in the electrical circuit. So here the same behavior of reluctance oppose the flow of flux in the magnetic circuit. So here I written this reluctance is very much similar to the resistance in an electrical circuit. So these two terms, resistance and reactance, are similar, but resistance is for electrical circuits and reluctance is for magnetic circuits. Both are same. So now we are interested to define some formula. Resistance formula you know in case of electrical circuit. What is the resistance? Rho L by A. So this is a general formula you already learned in your 12th class. Resistance is rho L by A. L is a specific resistance. It depends on the material property, and L is the length, and A is the area. Okay, but here this is a very something different formula. So R is equal to, this is a formula for reactance. R is equal to L by mu A. Okay, A is the number of area of this section area of magnetic circuits, and L is the length of the magnetic circuits. So now you find the unit is very ampere turn divided by Weber. So actually this is a V I will discuss here. This magnetic field. This unit is Webers. So what is the reluctance formula? L mu A. So this formula is helpful to solve some numerical problems. Okay, so now we go for density. So the magnetic flux density is denoted by V. Magnetic flux density by V. So now I am interested in the magnetic flux density. What is the U? What is the what is the actual of the magnetic flux density? Equal to something, you expand this term. So N mu divided by N. So what is the unit? You know the unit of phi is the Weber. So Weber divide area. Area is length multiply width. Both unit are same. Length multiply meter multiply meter. So that is meter square. So that's why this unit is Weber per meter square. Okay, Weber per meter square. So this is the general formula of the magnetic flux density. So I think you understand some terms. What is MMF? What is the reluctance? And what is the magnetic flux density? Okay. So here this is a very small. Okay. So this is a unit. MMF unit is ampere turn. Flux is denoted by phi. The phi unit is Weber. Okay. Just I review all the units, because if you are not written the units in your numericals, of course your 1 or 2 marks may be cut. And another is a reluctance. The reluctance is ampere turn divided by Weber square, and permeability unit. Okay, so these all are SI unit. Okay, these are SI unit. Okay, so again this formula is mu is equal to mu naught mu r. So mu, what is mu r? Permeability of vacuum. The vacuum permeability is very standard. It is not changed. 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter square. And the relative, what is mu r? It is a relative permeability. So that's all. So today I think you understand what is a magnetic circuits and what is the similarity or analogous behavior of the magnetic circuit and electric circuit. So you correlate some parameters. The current is available in electric circuit, but here flux is available. And electrical network, there is a force, there is a voltage, but here the magnetomotive force. And similarly, the resistance in the electric circuit, but here reluctance there. So that is a small similarity between electrical and magnetic circuits. And you also understand some parameters. What is MMF? What is magnetic flux intensity? And what is the reluctance? And what is the flux? So that is for a small introduction of this unit, small introduction of magnetic circuits. So I hope you understand the magnetic circuits and what is the application of magnetic circuits and what is the general architecture of the magnetic circuits. So you know the two core is available, outer core and inner core, and number of turns in the coil. Then of course current is available, some flux is available. Then this is like a magnetic circuit. So that's all for today lecture, and you have also understand some parameters.